Even though traveling and getting out there is the best way to see the world, we can't always visit all the places on our bucket lists. That means we'll just have to look at pictures and Google Maps to get an idea of what the place is like and pretend we're on a relaxing trip to our dream location. Not everything on Google Maps is so wonderful, though. Some of the things their cameras catch look more like they came from a nightmare. In today's video, we will talk about the top 10 weird things that are found on Google Maps. But before starting, please like and subscribe to our channel for future updates. A glitch in New Baltimore. About 3,000 people live in the town of New Baltimore in the state of New York. When most people think of New York, this town is not the first one that comes to mind. But because the Google Maps camera caught some strange pictures of this town, it has become pretty well known on the internet. When the Google Maps camera was driving through New Baltimore to take pictures of the town, it broke down in a big way for no clear reason. The pictures it took have a strange purple tint, and the buildings almost look like they're melting. How strange. 9. Japan's pigeon people. There are a lot of unique and strange things in Japan. From strange restaurants to strange vending machines, it's safe to say that Japan is a very unique country. When the Google Maps camera was walking around Japan and taking pictures of the streets, it caught something that is strange even for Japan. On one street, the camera caught a very large group of people standing in the street while wearing pigeon masks. If you click down a little to move past this group of people, you can see that as the camera went by, they turned to keep watching it. 8. Nagoro Doll Village in Japan. People who are afraid of dolls will not want to visit this town in Japan. Nagoro is a village in Japan with only a few dozen people living there. But because there are so many animals in this town, it has become a very popular place for tourists. As a child, Tsukimi Ayano lived in Nagoro, but her family moved away when she was young. In the 2000s, when she moved back, she made a doll that looked like her father. Since then, she has made a lot of dolls, many of which look like people who used to live in Nagoro. These dolls may look scary on Google Maps, but they have brought a lot of tourists to the village. 7. This message in Memphis. This picture was taken from a building's roof in Memphis, Tennessee. Most of the time, Google Earth is too far away from the ground for people to really see anything strange. However, this message was spray painted on the roof so big that it can be seen from this far away. We don't know who wrote this or why they want people to come play, but it's safe to say that no one should respond to this invitation. Memphis is a nice place to visit, but don't add this downtown event to your list of things to do while you're there. 6. A pattern in the desert. Were aliens behind this? Or something easier to understand? Users of the internet have been confused by this question for years. This strange pattern was found in the Gobi Desert, close to where the Chinese space program is run. Many people think that these roads were built so that equipment could be tested on them, but others think it's something more out of this world. Could this be Area 51 for China? Most likely, the world will never find out. Well, do you like what you are seeing so far? Don't forget to like and subscribe. Keep watching because you don't want to miss what we have at the number 1 spot. 5. These discarded mannequins. At first, this scene from Chile looks pretty scary. It looks like a bunch of bodies were thrown in a dumpster without any thought. Google Maps website didn't show the result of a horrible crime, which is a good thing. This scene is just a dumpster on the street where a lot of old mannequins have been thrown away. We can only guess what these mannequins were used for and why their owner was getting rid of them. But the way they were thrown in the trash to be picked up later made this Google Maps sighting pretty strange. 4. A Trementina base. Scientology is a group with a lot of hidden things. People who aren't members have a hard time knowing what's going on in their different homes. Trementina is one of the Scientology properties in New Mexico that can be seen on Google Maps. Even though Scientology is pretty secretive about what they do, they have told the public what Trementina base is for. Scientology officials say that Trementina base was built to protect the books and movies that L. Ron Hubbard made. His writing was even put on stainless steel tablets and buried here to keep it safe. 3. This red lake in Iraq. many people's dream vacation is to go on a trip to a beautiful, clear lake. But most people don't want to spend their lakeside vacation at a lake in Iraq where the water is bright red. Several years ago, this bright red lake was seen on Google Earth in Sadr City, just outside of Baghdad. If you look at Lago Vermelho Lake now, you will see its original color instead of the scary red color it had 10 years ago. Local people say that the lake turned red because of the wastewater from a nearby slaughterhouse. Still, seeing this is pretty scary. 2. A friendly gathering. There's nothing strange about a group of friends standing in the desert while wearing scary masks, right? This Google Maps sighting is definitely creepy, but not much is known about it. Google Maps caught these 4 friends standing in the middle of the road and staring right at the camera. Even though it's likely that these friends just saw that they were driving in front of the Google Maps car and decided to mess with anyone checking out the street, it's still pretty creepy. Who just keeps all of those masks in their car? 1. Pittsburgh's giant chicken. Someone seems to be defrosting dinner for everyone in the neighborhood. The Google Maps car saw this huge chicken on a lawn at the corner of Sampsonia Street in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Unfortunately, Google Maps no longer shows this chicken on the grass. People wondered what it was doing in the yard and what it was made of. So, that's it for today's video. What do you think of the number 1 spot? Hit us up in the comments and let's chat. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the notifications for our channel so you never miss what's coming next from us. Thanks for watching.